Good evening, my night watchers. Welcome back to THR. I'm your host, Matador Gabe. So whatever happened to family time with Fido? Don't worry, no dogs were harmed in the making of this film. That's because this family thought that it'd be a better idea to have a pet chimpanzee named Ben. Well then, gather round. Tonight, we talk about Primate. The film follows a family who decided to raise a chimpanzee as one of their own out in Hawaii. And for a while, that's a jolly good old time, but there's just one teensy tiny little problem. I don't think they ever watched Discovery, because if they did, then they'd understand that a chimpanzee comes standard with superhuman strength. We're not talking about the 2 times or the 3 times. We're talking about the 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times the strength of an adult human male here. And considering how swole I am, that's easily over
9,000!
Right off the bat, this film kicks into high gear. No wasted time, delivering a simple but very gruesome opener with a not so cuddly Ben the chimp that immediately sends my oh shit-o-meter up to 11. You could say it took my
Face off.
Before I can even sanitize my brain from that opening, we meet Lucy and her friends. They're coming home fresh off finals, just trying to chill, decompress, you know the vibes. You got the bestie, the boy crush, and of course, the frenemy that the bestie invited for reasons. Then we meet Ben, and at first, he's happy, playful, just excited to be around people. It's probably what most people dream about when they wonder what it's like to have their own pet Diddy Kong. But this movie doesn't waste a lot of time letting you know that this shit is not going to be fun for long. Ben starts to act like what we seen a glimpse of in the opening. And actually, that's something that I have to call out. I circle back to the opening scene in a way that feels a little disjointed. After the opening of the movie, we go back 36 hours just to get back to that point 25 minutes into the movie. It'd be like if Scream had opened with Casey, then rewound time simply to let us hang out with Sydney for a few hours, just to go right back to Ghostface murking her 20 minutes in. I'm just saying, if we're gonna go 88, you gotta give us some more road. So back to Ben and the group. Like I said, they don't ease into it. Ben is acting really sus and the group is starting to freak the fuck out, but Lucy is able to calm him down. That's only for half a second, cause nah, he's gone now. I'm the captain now. And then you have the obnoxious frenemy actually say the smartest thing in the whole movie. Yeah, where's the gun? We should probably put his ass down, cause that's what you have to do with animals that are sick with hydrophobia. And I mean, she's not wrong, right, Travis?
I know, Mama. He was my dog.
Because my guy Ben is foaming. He is hungry. He is biting. The movie does little to hide what's happening as the characters guess the plot relatively quickly. I bet one of them knows the writers personally. Now I know it sounds like I'm being overly critical about this movie, but there's actually some really good things that it does. The kills in the movie, the crucial moments of gore are shot very well. A lot of the effects in the movie really try to make statements. The film adopts a simple formula throughout: shock, lightness, tension, shock, lightness, tension, shock. Sprinkle in a little bit of easy to understand plot progression, and we have just enough story to keep us moving. One of the greatest strengths of the film lies in the character design of Ben. Ben is portrayed by Miguel Torres Umba, who dons an incredibly realistic suit. No AI, no real VFX. They go old school with it, and it works out tremendously here. They don't try to make him look overly cinematic or exaggerated. He looks like a real chimp, and that's the problem, because bro is creepy as fuck. The way he moves, it's not clean, it's not predictable, There's something about his eyes that make you feel like he's looking through you and not at you. And that's what really sells it, because what most people don't realize is the eyes are what really makes these creatures come to life on screen. We learned this back in '89 with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When Jim Henson and his team were designing those suits, their whole idea was, if you get the eyes right, the audience will believe that it's alive. And Ben has that. He is genuinely terrifying to look at. I remember hearing little kids crying at this trailer when they were trying to watch Five Nights at Freddy. And I know that an 8-year-old is not really the litmus test for who should be scared of this, but it really works when they keep the illusion up the way they did. With this look, we get the raw, vicious animal traits with just enough cuteness left in him that you can understand why Lucy is so torn, watching her little guy get lost in the dark side. And speaking of the trailer, going into this movie, I really thought it was going to be one of those ones where they gave you everything in the trailer. But honestly, that doesn't really matter here. This movie is simple, and its strengths aren't in the mystery, they're in the execution. And yes, I mean the execution. This isn't about figuring out what's going on, it's all about watching it play out in some very sick and very well shot moments. Don't come for the plot progression, come for the ape, stay for the violence. So my night watchers, what do I really think of this film? Well, I'd say that it's mid, but a good mid. I really enjoyed watching this one, even though the story was a bit lackluster, but that's okay. Horror movies don't always need that. If you're looking for mystery and deep character work, then stay away from this one. But if you want to watch a horror film that is visually striking, packed with gore and terror that keeps you on edge, then this one is definitely for you. And if you're going to have a family pet, you might want to consider adopting a goldfish, because last time I checked, they can't get rabies, can they? If you love horror and you enjoyed this content, please make sure you like and subscribe. I've got plenty more on the way, and your support for this channel means the world to us. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you down the road.